Welcome back, TRS-80 fans, and thank you for continuing to watch. I am definitely a TRS-80 fan. This computer has built my YouTube channel, and we're talking about, an early 80s computer that lasted until about 19, was it 89, 90, 91, something early 90s. And so this thing is still going strong as far as I'm concerned. In the Color Computer 3, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. I don't know where that's going because I still haven't got the graph paper I need. So until I have that, I can't do much with that computer. And anyways, I'm working on the Color Computer 1 right now. 1 or 2. There's a slight nuance between the two computers that I still don't understand. So we're just gonna call this Color Computer, alright, not 3. And I've been working on this game, Ulysses of Ithaca. It's based on Homer's Odyssey. And so I'm starting to make some progress here. I ran into a problem, which I have resolved. And so now I can go forward with this game. I'm going to do, well, anyways, let's just talk about this right now. This is a super beta. This is like something that's just in the works. So all I have right now is the character, and I can go forward and back, and I can jump. Okay, you can jump like that. And that's for jumping over whatever the case may be. Probably enemy projectiles. But, in all reality, we could jump over a hole in the ground or something like that, or a spike. So I'm going to have to make it so that I can jump over something, because right now I'm jumping maybe to dodge a low projectile, but I need to find a way so that he jumps over something on the ground as well. So like, say from here to here. And so I hadn't thought of that yet, but I'm going to have to work that into the controls, because this is going to be an action game, and we can jump and shoot as well. So last time I didn't have the arrow programmed in, but it's in there now. And what this is target practice. So I'm going to shoot that target there, and once the arrow hits the target, it's going to make a sound to let us know it hit the target. And you heard that click, so that means it hit the target. So I have P-point detection set up, and for some reason I have the wrong sound here for shooting the arrow. So I want to fix that really quick. I didn't notice that before. I want to get to the button function, and it's a little ways past here where it says button. Now I have the wrong sound in there. So let's edit 60, and this should be, and I always use the same sound effects. This should be 255, not 225. So let's run this over again. And now when I shoot the arrow, it makes that high-pitched little sound there, and that's what I want. And then when it hits the target, you can hear the contrast there. So they're two different sounds if you listen. And so it knows when it hits the target. It would have been nice if they had a separate chip in this computer for MIDI. Then we could have music in the background, and I play the keyboard, and I know a lot of you out there probably play instruments as well. A lot of people play guitar, and you can, if we had MIDI on board, I could work that into the game, so it's not just sound effects. Music makes a big difference in a game, and there's nothing I can do about that. So, anyways, so this is, like I said, it's a super beta. This is target practice. When you first start the game, you're gonna learn how to use your bow, and you're gonna hit first this target. Then the target is gonna move up, and you're gonna have to jump and shoot and hit the target when it's higher. So this target will disappear. The next target will appear. You'll hit that one. That'll disappear. Then we're going to do a moving target at each level, high and low. So the target will move towards you and back away or something like that. And then the same thing will happen up here. So you learn how to use your weapon. And once that's complete, there might be something coming under here, and you have to learn how to jump over it. And this is like training. This is training. That's what I'll call it, training. And then the holes will appear, and you'll have to learn how to jump over those and so on, so you know the functions. The only thing I have not done is a crouch. So you can shoot low or duck under something, and I'll have to draw that, and that'll slow me down some more, but it won't be too bad. And then we'll have all the functions in, and as far as I think when you start the game, you're going to start in the center of the screen like this, and you can have enemies coming from over here on the left or the right. So you're going to be able to turn around. And so that's going to entail a whole different set of sprites. If I run this and I go into my sprite workshop, I just have right facing and right shooting. I'm going to have to add crouch. And then I'm going to have to reverse everything, which is simply all I'm going to do with that. I'm not going to redraw all this stuff. I thought it through, and I'll just have to make separate strings, and I'll do the opposite of everything facing right. That'll make everything face left, and it'll be as simple as that. And then I have the arrow. So if I break out of this and I list, like, let's say here's the top of Ulysses standing right. It's broken down into top and bottom. When he shoots, there's actually 3 portions. So where you see our $sign, all I have to do is print this out on my notepad and reverse all of the directions, and that should give me something that's facing the other way. It'll be as simple as that. And that's my plan for that. I won't have to redraw anything. And I feel like I skipped over something, but it's been a long week, and getting tired. Not really sure what it could have been. Oh yeah, I'm not using get input. I'm just using drawstrings and pcopy as an eraser. That way we don't have a box around the character, and I don't have to worry about reverse masking and just taking all those extra other steps. And the other thing about get is that you have to get all these images, and I know that you could bin load it and get them, but it's still going to take up space and memory for the arrays, and I just want to avoid it. I'm not a big fan of get input, so I'm just going to do it this way. It's going to be a slow game. It's a slow computer, um, but it'll still be fun. And I'm using pcopy right now, so it's partitioned right here. So I can't have any action up here because these two don't relate to each other. As soon as you start specifying different pages, you no longer have a full screen. So we go from 1 to 96 or 97, and then from 1 to 97 again. So literally, here is 0, and then the bottom is 96 or 97. We usually have 192. If I divide that by 2, it gives us 96. So we go from 0 to 96 and 0 to 96. A lot of people don't know that, but once the screen is split, 0 starts at each new page. And so since I'm on the bottom page, the action can't go any higher than the top of this guy's head when he jumps. So it'll have to stop right there. And above that will be like, the score, any items you might pick up, your health bars. And there'll be like, I want to put a torch on each side with like flames going on the torch, and then Ulysses of Ithaca. I always title my games so there's a running title throughout the whole game. It just makes it look nicer, and I don't think there'll be any other graphics other than that. I want to keep this as graphic light as I can, but have as much detail without taking up too much time here. I just want to make it playable. And then there'll be background graphics. There'll be a backdrop. So this is 2D. It'll be 2D, not 3D, 2D. So there'll be there could be a wall going across here that he walks by the wall. Won't slow it down. And once you get into actual game stages, you'll have to get to the next screen, and then there'll be another screen after that, and then there'll be a boss. So you'll have to get through two screens of action or so, and then a boss. So you'll have to fight off weaker enemies and jump over things and whatever, and then you'll get to a boss. So that's all I really have for you right now. That's my plan for the game, and I thank you for watching. And Tales of Suburbia is almost done. I want to finish that quickly so I can get it out, so I can focus on this and my other games. So far I've completed Ghost Saga. Tales of Suburbia is coming out soon. You can play the demo on the Color Computer Archive. Coco Ultimate is a great game, and I was actually just playing that the other day because it's been sitting on the back burner for like a year and a half. Super Mario, that's just not much, but then there's Cosmic Arc, which is almost done. The thing is, I start one and then I go on to another one without finishing one first, but I want to finish all of these games, or at least this one, Super Mario I could care less about. Cosmic Arc I want to finish. Coco Ultimate, maybe I'll finish it, maybe I won't. Ghost Saga's already done, and Tales of Suburbia is, like I said, the demo is already on the archive. You can play Ghost Saga on the archive. And the full version of Tales of Suburbia is coming out soon. I'm trying to get someone to test play it for me. I'm actually test playing it now, and it's almost done. So I want to hand it off to Curtis, but he's been very busy, and hopefully, Curtis, if you're listening, you want to let me know when you can test play that game. And then that's it. I'm just going to break out of this, and I was going to show you Coco Ultimate for anyone who hasn't seen it, but it's not on this emulator. And I can't get to it right now. But I might have this game. I might have, since all he has right now is a bow. That's going to be his only weapon. I might have a spell menu as well, because that's what I did on Coco Ultimate, and it worked out good. I might give him some spells to help him battle tough enemies, and you can learn how to use your spells. That's what I was thinking about. So we'll have like training for training will be, you'll go through all the stages of bow training, and then you'll learn how to use your 3 spells. I might give them 2 or 3 spells. Learn how to use those spells. Then you go into the game and start playing it. That's it. I don't know. I have fun doing this stuff, and after this, I don't know. I really have to regress and finish some of these earlier games before I do anything else. That's for sure. I don't want to just leave them sitting there like they are right now. So, without any further ado, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. That was yesterday. So today's the day after. It's kind of hard to believe that Christmas is over, but we have New Year's coming up next week, and right now we're getting our first major storm of the year. So it's coming down at a pretty good clip, and here in Connecticut. And they're forecasting up to a foot in certain areas of Connecticut. We're not going to get that much where I am. We're going to get close to anywhere between 6 and 8 inches, I think. But I think that we might even get 10 inches. Because I just looked out there, and a couple hours ago it wasn't even snowing. And now there's like several inches on the ground, and it's coming down heavy. So I got to get off of this because tomorrow is going to be a snow day. I got to clean up that mess, and luckily I have a cover for my car. I have some tarps that I put over my car, so I don't have a garage, so I'll just take the tarps off tomorrow morning, clean up around the house and the front, around the car and everything, and then go up to the grocery store, which I do every Saturday, and it's just one added layer. Now I have to clean up snow, but I enjoy snow. I'm a snow person. Most people don't like snow around here. I don't know why. I'm finding more people that do like snow, though, but there's always those naysayers where they hate snow, and if they hate it so much, then maybe they shouldn't live in this area, because, New England is, we've always had snow in New England, and it used to snow a lot more, so I don't know what they're complaining about. We used to get blizzards all the time and so on, and now it's like we get, half the snow we used to get, if that. And anyways, I will see you guys at a future date, and thank you for watching. And don't forget to post comments. I want to know what people are thinking. So I'll see ya. Bye-bye.